Woo! I'm at the Meadows Festival right now. Well, it's ending. The Gorillas have like half an hour more to play. But I got here like probably only just 2 hours ago. But I'm actually here alone, which is pretty interesting. I used to have like this extreme aversion to going out to concerts and festivals alone. Like, I literally have had times in my life where if I bought a ticket to something and even if it was like one of my favorite artists and I really wanted to go, if I couldn't find someone to go with me, like by the day of or whatever, I have like wasted the money and just not gone because I was just like, I can't go alone. Like, that's weird as fuck. You know, like that's like this weird irrational fear that if you go to a concert or a festival alone, like every single person is just like somehow gonna know, and like just strangers are just gonna know and just be judging you like, ah, oh, what a dick. He just like went by himself. Like, doesn't he or she have any friends to go with? So yeah, like I had this like weird thing about that, but I don't know. I actually really enjoy it. I mean, obviously I like going with my friends. That's really fun too. But you know, I got here like 2 hours ago. I saw like the end of Tory Lanez' set, which was pretty dope. And then I saw a little bit of MIA. She's actually still playing. And then I saw the Gorillas. And it is interesting. Like when you first get there, there is like a moment where you're kind of like standing there and you're just like, like this is so weird. Like, what am I doing? And like, if your favorite song comes on, like you don't have anyone to like turn to and be like, yo, like this is our song. You kind of just like celebrate quietly to yourself. But it's really helped me just, I guess, enjoy my own company more. And a funny thing happens sometimes where the more you start to do this, like I still regularly, you know, more often than not go with like a friend or a few friends, but I have been to a lot of not a lot of festivals, but a lot of concerts, and today I went alone to the Meadows. And a funny thing happens where you kind of like stop being so self-conscious or like thinking about yourself, and you just kind of like your focus just kind of moves outward towards other people, like towards the world around you. And sometimes you just start talking to people, and the cool thing about like festivals and concerts is usually people are in a really good mood, especially festivals. I find like outdoor or summertime, people are just like good vibes. And so like, yeah, I mean, you actually it's a good way to sort of challenge yourself to make new friends and step outside your like social comfort zone a little bit. I found it really beneficial personally because I'm, you know, kind of introverted naturally. Like I was really shy when I was growing up, so like it's something that I have had to like consciously work on a lot. Like sometimes I tell my friends I'm introverted, or I'll tell people that I'm introverted, and they're like, no, like you're so extroverted, you're like, you know, really easy to talk to and whatever. And I that's like the result of a lot of conscious kind of like effort on my part. Not effort in the moment, but just like realizing that my natural state is to be introverted. So and that's kind of something too that I had a little bit of like a process when I started going to concerts alone. Like there are a few stages. Like the first stage for me was I would just go and feel like a total loser because I'm like just there by myself and it's weird. And then like I started being like, all right, well, whatever, I don't need to talk to anyone. Like I can just enjoy the music. Like I don't need to talk to anyone. And I almost kind of, there's a time where I was enjoying it even more because I could just fully focus on the music and I didn't have to worry about like talking to my friends about it or like, you know, like raging with my friends or whatever. Like I could just, I'm just gonna sit down here. Oh. You know, yeah, like raging with my friends. I could just focus on the music. But and then the third stage was I started being like, well, like, you know, maybe I should meet people. Maybe I should try to talk to people or like, try to meet like a girl or something, you know. And so I started doing that, and that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. You start to realize that the walls between you and other people are it's a total delusion. Like people think that there's perception that like I'm over here and this person's over there, and if you go into an interaction believing that they're somehow different from you, or that there isn't already like an assumed level of like rapport or like familiarity just by virtue of you both being human beings that fundamentally want the same thing, which in this case at a concert would be to have a good time and enjoy the music and, you know, meet people if that's what you're looking to do, then yeah, if you don't go into it with that mindset, then it's really difficult to connect with people. It's really difficult to meet new people because you are not available. Like you're not available to meet them. You know, even if you're pushing yourself to or whatever, they're going to energetically not receive it well. And sometimes you are available and other people aren't. So, you know, but yeah, so that my third stage was kind of like going through that, and I started having a lot of fun with it, and then like I went into this like other kind of phase where I was like, now if I go to a concert and I don't like meet someone, or I don't talk to people, or I'm not social, like then I'm like a loser, because I'm like, I know that I can do it, but I'm not like pushing myself like socially or whatever. Just talking about this is so crazy because it just shows like how much your mind just tries to fuck you all the time, like your ego. But and now like I finally have gotten out of that stage where like tonight I came to this concert, I talked to nobody. I literally talked, like one person bumped into me and they're like, sorry. I was like, that's okay. Like that was the conversation, and it was amazing. Like I'm talking to myself now on the phone, but I'm just gonna go home, pass out. I also didn't like drink a single drop of alcohol. These two kids were smoking weed in front of me, and I was like really tempted to like take a hit of their, you know, joint or whatever, but I was like, nah, I don't need to do that. So I'm just dead sober. I'm just gonna go home because I'm going again tomorrow with friends. So yeah, and that's gonna be fun too. But yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. But I guess the point of this video is that it's totally okay to go to concerts and festivals alone. It can actually be really fun. And then you can talk into your phone about it and put it on YouTube after, so that you don't feel so alone. All right, peace guys.